What is going on, guys? It has been a while. I mean, we're talking 8 to 9 months maybe. And that's because I decided it'd be a good idea to finish college. So I moved and did that. So that's how come I didn't have any big postings or anything like that. But I don't know exactly where I kind of left off. Actually, I do know but I mean, I'm talking like those future plans. Things have changed. Let me kind of show you what is going on. So here's the Jeep in my dirty garage. I actually got the axles under it on both sides. I got the brakes on the rear. I do not have the mounts for the leaf springs on yet, and that's because of pinion angle and such. Up here we have the knuckles on, part of the steering on, and the same for the front end. But I did weld these, and it was a mistake because I did not measure correctly, and the knuckle is too far back. So that is why that looks like that, and I can't put the steering in. Steering wasn't anything crazy. This is from More Off-Road. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube to go watch. I didn't want to bore you guys with my version of it because I did exactly what they did. I got a bunch of wiring done up here. I need to buy a new battery, unfortunately, but there is that. But today we will be working on the mount for the jack. So I got this jack because I really figured that I wasn't going to need it as much as I thought I did. Dang it, the flashlight. So I got that jack because I wanted to change tires with it and stuff like that, and need it just in case of whatever. And I used it so much more than I thought I was going to, mostly on stuff that broke. You can go back in the YouTube channels and go see what happened when it went to Tuttle Creek. Both times broke stuff and needed to use it. So there's no point of me not taking it with me from now on. But because I want bigger tires, what I had before is not going to work. So what we're going to do is I took off the mounts for the spare tire. They have like these little rubber things. That's what this like circle is. So what my plan is to have a bar look like a T, or more like an I guess, but a bar going across with bolts in it, welded down, a single one to here, and then down here I'm gonna have to space it out a little bit, but to have like a cup hold the mount, hold that in, and then once I get that done I can figure out a good way to secure it and lock it and stuff, because you never know. But what we're going to do is I'm going to set that on there, and I think I'm going to go about 1 inch out for like the edges, the come up. I'm going to go 1 inch out all the way around and cut what I need to, bring it up. And I think I'm going to have to, because this is only the flat bar I have left, I can't find any more. I could probably salvage some if I need to, but then have it come up so it sits low enough, because this is 4 foot to this point, 4 foot and like 3 inches. And if we measure it, and if I go down fairly far, I mean nothing crazy, you know, probably down to like there-ish, it only comes up to here, about there. So that's not bad. So that's what we're going on. I'm gonna get set up and we'll go ahead and do some measuring. Okay, so we got the center where that's going to be, and we got the edges. So I'm going to cut the X's off. I went ahead and did like 1.5 inches instead. I think that's going to work a little better. Then we're going to bend them up and weld it, and then see about drilling some holes on the flat bar and see if we need to cut any more out of this sheet here so we can get that to work. But I'm going to go ahead and do that and get this knocked out real quick. There we go. Now I'm going to get a bigger flat bar, line up against there in my vise, and start bending everything over. Well, I got it. I need to adjust it a little bit, and it's a little short this way. Short ways, it looks okay. Once I get that in, though, I think it'll be alright. So, I think I'm just going to grind down the edge of the, or the foot, the base of the jack, because that'll be easier than trying to get a grinder inside the box at this point already. So, that's not too bad. Let's see how it goes. That's it. Yeah, guess I'll be on for 9 months fish. Yeah, it's like it. This side looks okay. So I'll go ahead and weld it. Or get ready to weld it. Alright, so I changed up my design a little bit. That this thicker stuff here will actually make up for the difference of the bumper to the, or the frame to the body. So I will put it on over top like that, and I just got to measure to see how far I want it down. That might be good, I don't know. I like it a little less shallow, like more taller. But I think what I'm gonna do is find the center mark here, and on that one, which 2 inches wide, so it'll be inch there, and whatever the center is from here, and welder on 2 sides, top and behind, and then I'll just cut off the bottom to wherever I think is fit, and then we'll put on the box and we'll figure out how to mount this thing. I've been thinking about that, not quite sure exactly how yet, but we'll try it. So we got everything kind of put here. This is not welded together, but you see that there's a gap right there. So I'm not sure why. Oh, that's why, because of the bumper or the frame right there. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right there, just right across, and to overlap it and weld it by like 1/2 inch maybe, and hopefully that will cinch that together. I can weld that together. I can clean up these welds, get the top done, bolt everything on, and then figure out how to mount it. So what I'm thinking is that I'll drill holes down, like 2, probably down the middle with like spacers, to go all the way up against the back of this so it doesn't rattle as much, and just have bolts there. I think would be fine. Maybe like I'll use like a wing nut and cut off the head of the bolt so I can just don't have to use any tools, maybe something like that. We'll figure it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, weld it, place it back in here, tack it for this side, take it all off, weld it all the way around, clean it up, and see where we're going from there. All right, so that's what this is. Obviously not bolted on, but that worked out really well. It made clearance really well. The bolts aren't all the way in. I still gotta I drilled these two a little too close together, so I gotta separate them apart a little bit. Now I gotta find, see, I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. I might just get a bolt and the bolt through 2 spots, you know, like that, and weld them on, cut the nut off, and or something. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I got a lot of bolts. Just weld the head right here and just use wing nuts like what I did on the original ones. These might be too short to use, but I need some fairly long ones. But that's what it's going to look like. I think that's going to work out well. The clearance down here is not bad at all. It's above the fuel tank, so I know I'm not going to get caught up on that too much, or if at all. And it's barely taller than my antenna. I might clock that at a 90 just to get the little bit more difference, but I don't know if that'll change anything. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. I'm really liking it now. Then after I'm all done, I'll have to clean up the jack and oil it, make sure everything's okay, and paint that, and we'll be golden. All right, so got the bolts on. The bottom one broke off, and plus it didn't line up with a hole on the jack. So that's what it looks like now. I'm going to clean it up and see if I can retap them threads to clean them up with some more, and see if I can find a nut temporarily. I want to use wing nuts, but the 2 that I had, or the ones that are on this one, they're a little too small. I mean, barely. They might fit if I clean up the threads, I don't know, but I was kind of getting close to the end product. I'm excited. I'm going to drill a big hole in the bottom so it doesn't collect water with a hole saw, or a few of them or something like that, and just so to prevent rusting. And then we're going to paint it. I think we'll paint it red. Oh, not quite done. I got these little sleeves that came off the old leaf spring bushings. I'm gonna cut them long enough so it butts up against the back of this so it doesn't rattle. So when you cinch down the nut, it'll keep it from rattling that much. And plus I got the rubber handle holder, so it doesn't rattle too. So I think it'll be pretty solid. And then Loctite the nuts in and call it good. I was going to trim this off, but I welded it, and I was going to cut it off, then weld it, and grind it smooth. But you know, I don't really care that much, and I kind of struggled a little bit. I had to put the jack in it with the bolt to fit, and then weld it, so it was kind of weird positioning. But we're getting real close. Getting real close. That's the finished product right there. I didn't drill any holes in the bottom yet. I forgot about it when I painted it, but it's fine. I'll figure it out later. The only thing I gotta do is find some wing nuts that'll fit that. And I should have went to the store to see if to find them, bring the bolts in before I did that, but I'm not worried about it right now. But that's essentially it. Everything's in. It opens, clears everything, door shuts. Again, you know, that moved because the wing nuts aren't on it, but that's what it looks like. Thank you guys for watching. Please support the channel. I know it's been a while since I've been on or uploaded a video. I recently finished college and stuff like that and found a job and stuff, so the Jeep's going to be coming along real quick here in the next few months. Thanks again for watching.